So before we get started, check out the following links in the description box below as highlighted in the image shown. So you'll be able to get our past papers, our link to our official website, link to accreditations, our link to donation page, and contact details in the description. So once you'll be watching a certain video of any lesson or of any past paper, you'll be able to get all these links, and you can be able to get to download past papers, to reach to our official website. You'll be able to see links to our accreditations so that you can see which authorities have accredited us. You'll be able to reach to our donation page as well as our contact details.
So welcome again. This is question 4 of the HRIS June 2023 paper. Now, the Human Resource Information System have increasingly transformed the functionality of Human Resource Department. Analyze 5 tasks performed by the systems. Analyze the five tasks performed by the systems. Now, the truth is that these systems, basically we're talking about information system, the IT, what it has done. The whole truth is that it has really helped to automate the processes that were initially being done manually. So, of course, it has automated the processes. It has improved on efficiency, that is time usage. It has also improved on effectiveness, that is resource usage. And, of course, better and improved decision making. And improve decision making, better and improved decision making, among so many other benefits that the HRIS system has, brought into being. And these are some of the reasons why we are saying that HRIS has increasingly transformed the functionality of HR department. Now, the question, this is not the answer to this question. The answer to this question will be gotten from this question. Analyze 5 tasks performed by the system. What tasks? So these are not tasks. These are some of the benefits of HRIS. These are benefits of HRIS. But the question is, analyze 5 tasks. So we want the tasks. Number 1 task that we'll be talking about is recruitment. Or you can talk of talent acquisition, or we can talk of the onboarding, the entire process. Basically, talent acquisition encompasses recruitment, onboarding, and selection. And the arrangement should be recruitment comes first, selection follows, then onboarding. That is the arrangement. The whole process is called talent acquisition. So this, basically, you will see the importance of HRIS in this function. In planning, workforce planning, I'll talk of workforce planning. We expect to see a lot of usefulness of HRIS in workforce planning. That is workforce planning. We're talking about things like human resource analysis, where we are talking about basically human resource. Let's just talk of job design and job analysis. And under job analysis, of course, we have the job descriptions, job specification, like that. So let's just talk of planning, workforce planning. Then, of course, we have relations management. We talk of performance management. We talk of the payroll, compensation and payroll administration. We talk of things of even separation, employee separation, can talk of that, and so many others. So let's stick to this. This can be able to give us the 10 marks that we're talking about. So HRIS has increasingly transformed the functionality of HR department. Let's just look at the importance of human resource information system in all this. And perhaps I will also add the learning and development. Learning and development. What is the importance of HRIS in learning and development? And even record management or data management. All these are various tasks in HR. And so we're just looking at how the system has helped. Analyze 5 tasks performed by the system, and we are saying these are the tasks that the system can help to better. So how does the system help better these tasks? I think that's the most important question, when that will require us to explain. Otherwise, this will serve as the answers, but then we explain how HRIS has helped, in performing all these tasks. How HRIS has helped in recruitment, how HRIS has helped in planning, how HRIS has helped in relations management, how HRIS has helped in performance management, how HRIS has helped in compensation and payroll administration. Yeah, like that. That is now, by answering those questions, we'll be answering that question. So let's start with record management. Unfortunately, the last one. How does HRIS help in maintaining records management? Of course, it centralizes record management. It helps keep personal data, employment history, everything about even report to work time and in and out. Of course, the check-in, check-out. Basically, all the data about the employee is maintained by the human resource information system, and that data is updated real time. So anytime you want to report on any employee, you can be able to get that information real time, which is something that is very good. It's one of the benefits of HRIS, and the task performed is in record management, where it keeps all the records of each and every employee. When it comes to learning and development, it helps us to, especially in the process of, for performance management, sorry, I'm all over, but performance management comes in when we talk about appraisals. So all the records of appraisals are kept by the HRIS, and of course from the records of appraisals we are able to and even the system itself can help tell us the areas of weaknesses of these employees, so that it advises on the learning and development areas so that this employee can improve. So the system can help advise us on the areas of weakness to each or the respective staff, so that corrective measures can be taken in terms of training, in terms of coaching, in terms of mentorship. And it will actually, the system is in a position to tell us which exact areas to which particular staff. So you can see that is HRIS. It's able. We have so many systems that can help us, even advise us on how this person should, or rather the processes that we should use to improve the productivity levels of this person. When you talk about separation, the system is in a position to carry out the exit interview, and after carrying out the exit interview, it consolidates the results so that it gives us processed results, that these are the reasons why these people have left, how many people have left at the end of the year, or all those things. Systems are able to do that. They can ask the questions on our behalf, they can get the feedback on our behalf processed, and we just get the reports, which is something that is very good. Payroll and benefits administration. Of course, payroll is a complicated issue, especially with the changing laws every now and then. And there's so many statutory deductions, the complications, the computations, basic pay, and then we have the tax deductions, benefits, allowances. overtime. Those are hectic and cumbersome computations, if you ask me. But the system can easily do that. So long as the employee has fed time in, time out, the system will automatically compute the overtime for that staff without necessarily involving the HR. So those are benefits that come with, and so we can simply say that HRIS plays the role of payroll and benefits administration, computation and administration perfectly well. When it comes to recruitment and onboarding, the system today, systems ask interview questions. You just feed what you want, and the system will generate the questions that will help get the right person on board. So it's very much possible. People are doing recruitment, people are doing selection online, which of course are necessitated by the systems. So different organizations have different systems, and some of these systems can actually help in managing the entire recruitment processes, right from job posting to tracking applicants to managing the resumes to, you know, all those things, to selection, and at the end of the day, even organize for training and integration to the organization. These things in organizations that are developed are using systems to perform all these things in one way or the other. And so HRIS, very important in all these processes. Just look at the tasks involved in HR function and look at how HRIS, or rather the role that HRIS plays in all those tasks, and we'll have answered this question. So in recruitment, HRIS helps in capturing the data, processing the data, and giving you the report of how the recruitment has been, whether it has been efficient or effective or not, and how possibly you can do to improve on its efficiency, like that. Even planning, things like JDs, job specifications, job designs, systems nowadays do that. Just feed the system with the correct input and it will produce the job description for you. It will produce everything for you. So, and not just producing, it will also check to see to it that whatever it is that you want is what you actually get. And this will go on even to the recruitment stage, where the system will have the information on the job specification, and it can hire on your behalf because you fed it with all the items that it needs to check. So long as that item is there, the system ticks. I think you've seen how Safaricom has managed to use the robot, is it called Zuri or something? Yeah, where you talk to it and it comes in response with solutions like this, and it can actually help you at the end of the day without you necessarily talking to anybody. So automating of the entire processes in all these functionalities of HR is possible. It has been done by organizations, and it's being done courtesy of HRS. So what you need to show here is where or how HRS is involved in all these things, and I think I've mentioned all of them. So just get any 5 points and you'll be good to go. Let's go to part B of the question. Implementation of information system is characterized by several challenges. Identify 5 ways to overcome such challenges. Implementation of information is characterized by several challenges. Let me just quickly go to some of the challenges, obvious challenges. Resources, you want to implement, but you don't have the necessary resources, so you leave some items unattended, and of course it becomes a challenge. Sometimes we talk of the skills, shortage of skills, that can pose a challenge. Sometimes shortage of staff, numbers can pose a challenge, or the attitude, especially when you talk about resistance. Yeah, can pose a challenge. It can pose a challenge. Sometimes it is the availability of what is it, spare parts, and the group spare parts, where spare parts and lack of enough documentation, so that you really don't have anywhere a fallback position. That can also pose a challenge. I'm just trying to mention some of the possible areas of challenges. And sometimes also poor communication among yourselves can pose a challenge because of poor coordination, lack of accountability when the system doesn't have somebody who is answerable for it. Those are or people are not ready to take their responsibilities seriously. Those become possible challenges during implementation. Sometimes you don't have a good strategy to implement. Lack of a good strategy to implement the information system that you want to introduce into the system. And I could go on and on. These challenges can be quite so many. But that is not the question. The question is, implementation of information system is characterized by several challenges. These are some of the challenges possibly that we just identified. Identify 5 ways to overcome such challenges. So how do we overcome these challenges? Number 1, let's make sure we do very good research so that we don't fall into this hole of lack of enough resources. Let's do very good research to make sure that we have enough resources to undertake the project before we start. Learning and development. This will help counter this challenge of lack of enough skills. Training, learning and development. This is learning. Training, learning and development will help us counter this problem of lack of enough skills or poor skills. Then the other ways to overcome such challenges, the other possibly is to go for user-friendly technology. Let's go for user-friendly technology. Let's not just go for any technology. Instead, let's go for user-friendly technology. We will have overcome those challenges. Again, let's make sure that we have availability of consultation, spare parts and everything. Spare parts for the system and everything. Let's ensure we have those before we go for it. Very important. Then let's check on our responsibilities. Let's assign responsibilities and accountabilities. I will simply say very good organization. Let's have very good organization skills in place so that everybody is assigned a task in the implementation matrix and accountability framework so that it's very clear who is supposed to do what. And then, of course, change management strategies. We need also to embrace the change management strategies. Let's not just go 100% without knowing where we are going. Change management strategy is very important. We apply some models. There are some proven models on how to improve, how to introduce change so that we avoid cases of resistance to change. So let's observe change management strategies. John Cotter model, Cat-Lewin model, how to go about introducing change process in an organization so as to avoid resistance issues. Then ensure that we test the system testing and feedback. Let's test the system to make sure that the system is actually working well as per our expectations. Very important. Then stakeholder involvement. Stakeholder involvement will also come in handy, and this will effectively be achieved through effective communication. We should have effective communication. We should involve the stakeholders, let them participate in the process. We should not impose it on them. Let them feel like they are also, or they have been part of the process, and that they own everything that is happening. If they feel that they are part of the change, then it becomes very easy, and we may not have implementation challenges. Otherwise, we need also to have support. We need to support them. How do we support the staff? Support through rewards, motivation, and short-term wins. So we should have those short-term wins, rewards, motivation, so that they feel like, they are getting somewhere. Those are very important things when we talk about overcoming challenges during implementation. I think we've talked about staff attitude. We've said that involve them. Availability of spare parts. Let's do enough research to make sure that the systems are user-friendly before we adopt them. Poor communication. I think most of these challenges we've already talked about them here. So these are the answers. These are some of the possible ways to address the common challenges in information system implementation. So thank you. Let's meet in the next question.
So if you like this video, you can always enroll with us. You'll be able to access more of these revision sessions. And also you'll be able to find well done lectures or pre-recorded videos for all the KASNEB courses as well as Rchrp. And in case of anything, you can always reach us out. We have our contact details on the screen. Feel free to call, feel free to WhatsApp anytime. So thank you, and let's meet in our next session.